eternal.
Are you?
Get you asked for it. Your blood will renew. Here it comes.
Okay. Just gotta hope I can survive his attack this turn and then I can The fact he gets so many attacks, bro. Okay, restart the encounter. That's the first time I've actually failed. Oh. A lot of people are targeting Marius, so...
You were too weak for this fight. You have earned this. Your mother abandoned you.
You left me no choice. An unexpected benefit. Be my victim.
That counts as an attack? Okay.
Realize who I am.
That's annoying.
Your demise. Are you convinced in afterlife? They may need medical attention. My children will finally know true freedom. The power to rule the day just as easily as we rule the night.
You rule the night? Maybe in some rat hole in Transylvania, but New York is my town.
That is all about to change. Just as it began, your legacy ends with the rising sun.
Your time has come. Feel my call. The advantage is mine. No mercy for the servants of Lilith. Once again, Lilith's servants fall. Let us see if they have an answer for this. Blade told me to mention your mother. Apparently, she's promiscuous.
Should not have come here. Your blood will renew me. I am eternal.
Slow me down. I have spotted enemy reinforcements.
To think I've come full circle. My salvation and my curse all began with you. A common refrain from vampires who haven't yet accepted their profound gift.
Not everyone wants to feed on the innocent. You never did understand that.
I just don't indulge in weakness.
How invigorating.
Now remember who started. Don't cross my path again.
Okay.
So be it. A futile effort. I've been waiting.
The advantage is mine.
Dang, it's close.
I'll remember your face. God. You won't leave here alive.
I'll be sure to return the favor.
Many before you have tried and failed. time.
The other side should fear you, Hunter, if they don't already.
Get some health back for him.
In the light. This shall be of great help.
Get rid of one hit.
Let this I thought you were supposed to be powerful.
Comes around.
Is that really the best?
Is that really his name?
The sun's warmth is invigorating. I'm sure my children feel it too.
Death is the only thing they'll find here. All my efforts in vain.
It's good to be back. I have faced far worse.
So that'd be 100, 200, 317 is that, and then this is not enough.
Should have tried harder.
Nobody's to blame but yourself.
Forced my hand.
Lucky shot.
It's ridiculous.
They got me good this time. Exactly what I needed. regret that move. Not good enough.
Get him away from the bomb just in case.
Your mother. I'll remember your face.
Get him back up, hopefully.
Just what I needed. Do not seem to be a match for us. Your fate is sealed.
Ride harder.
The power of the light.
That's really the best you can do.
Oh, I did blow you up. It worked pretty well. Consume all bleed on target to deal remaining bleed damage immediately. Okay, so it's not gonna help Billy right now.
The light will carry you onward.
Let's put it to good use.
This is a serious predicament for you.
I swear. A welcome surprise.
So resist completely nullifies damage. Negate or blocks it.
Soon.
Oh no, it didn't work for them.
You won't leave here alive.
Lilith would be embarrassed by your weakness. I could use your aid. They do not stand a chance.
They remain close, but we can do it.
I thought you were supposed to be powerful.
We all must live up to our legends. Right, Hunter?
I have been far worse.
Return to your mother.
Okay, we did it. Whew. That was tough.
Lost children, you disappoint us, betray us, shed the blood of your own. No one hurts you more than family. Join us in the light. We won't ask again.
You won't. But not for the reason you think.
As a fake.
I don't understand. Why aren't you?
To mass produce the serum, you diluted my sample. Yes, it protected you from the sunlight, but each use of your powers burned more of it away. You are, as they say, running on fumes. And when those expire, so do you.
Nice.
This isn't over.
It is, for now. Unless you'd care to stay for a walk in the park.
Back to the sewer, where he belongs.
Are you disappointed we didn't destroy him?
Nah, he always comes back. But knowing he's got to live with that humiliation almost makes it worth knowing you.
Nice. Morbius's stories are done. Okay.
Hey, boss.
Nice.
I could use some help.
For once, my failure of science has worked to our advantage. Congratulations, Hunter. Dracula's vampires suffered a major loss today.
You deserve the credit, Doctor. You did good work today.
The sunlight serum is so diluted it no longer poses a threat. The vampires have been cast back into the night, where they belong. I don't think I can properly express my relief. Hunter, if you had not been there to lean on throughout all this, I do not know how I would have survived.
Oh. I feel the same.
This plague of vampires put stress on the whole team. We supported each other.
You are too kind. I'm glad I found such a welcoming family of heroes. And about that, Hunter, you should know that I will remain committed to the Midnight Sun's greater mission. You all
Nice.
helped me in my time of need. It is only fair that I return the favor.
Your support is much appreciated.
Marvelous. But before we move on, we must make one final decision regarding the sunlight serum.
We?
Well, yes. I value your guidance. My prototype sample is no more, but I still possess my research notes. I could continue my experiments in the hopes of curing myself and maybe others, unless the risk of it falling into the wrong hands seems too great.
Destroy it forever, I don't think is a good idea. Because there are good vampires. They're not all bad. Like Blade, like Morbius, like... I can't remember the one guy's name from the Blade movie, but... there's that guy too. Keep exploring. That opens up the possibility of it. So I think just secure it for now.
You are too emotionally close to this problem right now. Store your notes in a safe place until you have time to reflect on the best path forward.
I had not thought of that approach, but it does have merit. I do not know when the right time will come, but I look forward to that day. Thank you for your help, Hunter.
Got a minute? I know you're busy.
Okay, wait a second. We got some hangout people. There's a lot happening.
Manhattan really comes alive at night.
It seems we can finally put this ordeal with Morbius's serum behind us.
Thankfully, we have more important things to focus on now.
Hunter, thank you for not being overly harsh with Morbius.
I only did what seemed to be right at the time.
I would say you are wise beyond your years, but you have more years than most of us put together. Maybe that's what makes you so discerning.
And still no wrinkles.
Indeed. I am just glad that Morbius found some peace of mind. I am familiar with that journey. It's not easy. Be proud of your part in that, Hunter.
You were right, Blade. Morbius proved very useful today.
You know, even I'm impressed that he stared down Dracula.
So, did the two of you bury the hatchet?
We're not exactly friends, but I appreciate his experience in the field.
Sounds like someone is developing a grudging respect for the living vampire.
Okay, sure. Just don't tell him I said that.
You know, grudging respect is the first step to real friendship.
It's time to drop this, Hunter.
Can't believe I'm saying this aloud, but I think I figured out Dracula's master plan.
Go on.
There is a Lilith connection, but it's not direct. Dracula is acting like he knows the world is coming to an end. Didn't expect him to be an apocalypse prepper, but here we are. Think of every play he's backed so far. Some of his plans overlap, right?
Yeah.
Hadn't noticed that.
That's because he's throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks. It doesn't matter what plans fail. As long as one succeeds, he wins. The good news is, we're foiling his plans faster than he's setting them in motion. If we keep nipping these buds, he'll have nothing left. Let's debrief on the latest.
So basically,
Looks like Dracula's plan went up in smoke. See what I did there?
I do. Is the sunlight serum truly gone?
Dracula still has a supply, but it's barely effective, as you experienced. For a master plan, this one was a real dud.
so from what I'm thinking is, he was basically trying to get any edge so he could get his vampires out there, because when the apocalypse hits, he's going to have his own army to deal with Lilith and her demons. So he's like, you do your thing, I'm going to make as many vampires as possible, then we're going to have a vampire demon war on Earth, and that's going to be actually kind of sick, but...
Dr. Morbius may have a different opinion.
Hey, if he deems it a bigger threat than I think it is, I'm happy to run it down. But for now, Central is tracking all mention of the sunlight serum or anything like it. Unless it finds something, I think we're done here. Anything else on your mind?
That's it.
Thanks, Carol.
Catch you later.
I think that was our best work. Everyone did their part. I'm ready to call it a night. How about you?
Give me a minute.
You got it.
You heading to shop class?
I might. Swing on by.
So, is that a yes, or...?
Yeah, I'll be there.
I could move, if you asked nicely.
So, Doctor Strange, Wolverine, Blade, or Morbius. Two, or two. Okay, it doesn't really matter. I'll hang out with Wolverine.
Call me an idealist, but Shining a light exposes the darkness for what it is.
Playing cards.
You need to go easier on Sarah, kid.
What brought that up?
I've seen how you are together. You're always circling each other, waiting for the other one to pounce.
I do not want to fight her, but she does not give me a choice in the matter.
Well, yeah, you ran into her the day after you died. For her, you were gone for centuries. I don't think you understand how much your death affected her, and neither of you get how much your resurrection brought it all back. When you run into someone you thought was gone for years, learning otherwise can produce some intense feelings.
Where is this coming from, Logan? This is not entirely about Sarah.
I've lived way too long. For nearly a century, Victor Creed, Sabretooth, has been a bitter enemy. But I've lost count of the times we've fought side by side. I'm not asking you to forget your history, but it doesn't always need to be a fight to the death.
True. Root beer.
Did Charles tell you I like these?
Feeling good today, girl?
Got a minute?
Fortunately,
Shop class is supposed to meet tonight.
So, just the two of us?
Actually, when I asked Parker, he mentioned you stopped by. Said he could convince Robbie if I could get you to show.
2 questions. Should I bring popcorn, and have you prepared a list of snarky zingers?
No, God, no. That's not what this is about. I have to fix this.
We should not keep them waiting.
Time to face the music.
So, what did you want?
A do-over? And to apologize for the last time.
It's a nice sentiment, but a do-over doesn't have much appeal for either of us.
Yeah, I don't understand why we should keep giving you chances.
You shouldn't. Not if you don't want to. But hear me out, okay? I've been the person in charge for years. When I'm stressed, I can steamroll people who never expected it, and certainly don't deserve it.
That's what assholes say. To justify their behavior so they can keep being assholes.
Half of the Avengers agree with you. Look, nothing I did was justified. I was a jerk. And I'm sorry.
Okay.
Look, when you take away all the trappings of ungodly wealth, I'm just a guy who likes to make things. None of my friends were into this stuff. I was the only kid who saw beauty in exhaust manifolds, who spent hours poring over the guts of a microprocessor. That's all I want here, to make things with friends. As long as that's still an option.
That's the whole idea behind this? Okay, here's how we make this work. Tony Stark, CEO, is banned from shop class.
But making things, Tony? The guy we're talking to right now? He can stay.
That's more than fair.
Yep. Don't be controlling and they'll let you in.
Took Tony long enough to figure out shop class, huh? I thought his suit had the thicker skull.
You seem happier than I expected.
Of course I'm happy. Everything's back to normal. That's all we wanted. I'll let you get to it. Parker can't wait to dive in.
Well, that was less painful than expected. Thanks for coming, Hunter. We all needed to, clear the air.
Glad that's over with. Feuding with Tony Stark is not an achievement I care to unlock. So, how about we make something new? Another day for retooling. We have a few more ideas in the backlog if you want to check them out. I finally have a use for the components you handed me. I'm ready to put this together. How about you?
I am ready.
So it's just gonna be more damage? Yeah, double damage. That's pretty good. That's that, and yeah. Patience, again, okay. So now I got 2, right? I thought I had 2 of those. Meh. That's kind of cool. This one's like the other armor. I'll put this one on. Yeah, I think I'll go to light for a little bit because I've been on Faithbreaker forever. Yeah, so we'll do that. Iron Man will have his upgraded. You have this one. And then Nico, put this one on until we can upgrade it. Okay.
Parker's creative drive is amazing. Seeing how he tackles a problem gives me ideas of my own. And Robbie has the right intuition when it comes to putting these prototypes together. I thought he was being overcautious, but that's a crafter's care. Wish I'd seen it earlier.
Look, I don't want to brag, but I think this is our best work. Yeah, I know, blah blah, teamwork, blah blah blah, but still, it's impressive what we can do when we all work together.
You know, I might stay for a bit more. I want to finish an adjustment to the Hell Ride. Let me know when you're ready to take off.
I am ready to go.
At least they worked their problems out. She's just gonna repeat the same stuff again. Okay.
Not many people are this nice to a vampire.
To a vampire. I found one of those retro magic answer balls in storage. It's not haunted or anything, right? The toy, you're probably safe. Worst case, it will give you more accurate answers. Awesome, I've been dying to shake it. What should I ask it? Will we defeat Lilith? Yes. That's not the ball, it's what I think. The ball says outlook unclear. But what does a ball know anyway? Now it says everything. And back to the storage for you. The Midnight Suns are better off with you here, Hunter. We should talk when you have a moment.
Hunter, a word?
I'm listening.
I wanted to apologize. I'm afraid I came off a bit cold when we last spoke.
As I said before, it is all right. I do not expect you to warm up to me right away.
If we want to kick the temperature up in here, all I need to do is think of good thoughts.
You are speaking literally?
Yes, but that conversation is for another time.
I see you are still hesitant in sharing parts of yourself.
I'm not trying to keep secrets, but I don't want to alarm anyone.
Why would it be alarming?
Hypothetically speaking, how would you feel if others learned that you could cause a hurricane if you became too upset?
I do not think I would feel good about myself.
Some people start viewing you differently. As a leader, that's the last thing I want.
Do you think they are scared?
No. I have a tight lid around my emotions. Let's leave it at that. I go into detail, but...
You do not trust me yet.
Keep doing what you're doing, and I'm sure we'll get there.
Storm attacks and heroics have a 10% chance to apply stun. Okay.
I will see if I can find you a treat later.
Hey.
Howdy, partner. What's crackin'?
You seem quite brisk today.
Why shouldn't I be? Got a full 8 last night, just started a new supplement, and I've got a renewed outlook on my future.
I don't like this energy. I could use some of it.
Can I try your supplement?
Sure, but Gutsplosion Choco-loaded peanut butter protein powder is calorically dense, so limit your intake to your 2-hour workout days. Now, I'd offer to spot you right now, but I'm chasing down a story.
A story?
I had this revelation. You know I'm a trained journalist. I get a thrill when I break open a big corporate conspiracy or report on a public good.
So, you want to do more reporting?
Yeah. We've been so busy fighting Lilin and vampires with a Y that I haven't had time. I'm feeling this itch in the back of my head telling me to get out there and dig up some dirt.
I support you.
You have my blessing.
Ah, good. Because I've already started. I want to look into Dracula's history with the new breed vampires. What was his grand plan? How did he get into a feud with Mephisto? And is it true that a secret cabal of vampires controls the internet?
That all sounds interesting.
Yeah. Probably shouldn't say anything more at this point. You never know who could be listening.
In the Abbey? No one can spy on us here.
Exactly. Wink, wink. Let's keep this between us, okay?
So, Eddie, I overheard what you said about the Dracula investigation.
Ah, crap. You're the last person I wanted to hear that. Look, I'm sure you think it's a bad idea, but...
No. Do you maybe, I don't know, need another set of hands on this?
You wanna help me?
Yeah, just like old times.
The old times where you got me fired from my dream job?
Okay, like new times. You know what I can do. Tell me how I can pitch in.
What if you're a double agent working for the vampires?
Come on, Eddie. You know me. I'm barely a single agent. Definitely single. Sort of. It's complicated.
The symbiote says you aren't lying. So, I guess we can give it a try. As long as you do what I say.
Sure thing. You know, I think this could actually be fun.
Really? For who?
whenever Tony Stark designs a suit just for you, it makes you feel special, right? It's like being that famous spy movie guy and having someone tailor all the fancy gadgets just for you. I think in this case, though, it's designed for some sort of horror movie.
Yep. We got demons and old gods and...
Of all the things to use magic for.
Hunter, go check out the forge. We made something pretty amazing for you.
Here we go.
We, Tony?
I helped.
Yes, with the name.
And they call me a credit hog.
As I had hoped, the Barghest's dark energy is exactly what we needed to pierce the demonic barrier.
What is our next move?
I've created a suit of armor from it, tailored to fit you and only you. In theory, it will allow you to walk among the Lilin. I just hope it fits. It certainly looks impressive, doesn't it? I've decided to call it the Demon Child suit.
A very fitting name, Doctor. On many levels.
I was hearing a lot of eyes in there, Doc. Thought this was a we scenario going on here.
Yes, Tony provided some assistance, of course. Particularly with the name.
Yeah, well, forgive me if I'm not used to having my combat suits try and take a bite out of me while I calibrate them.
It is an impressive, if not pungent, creation.
Speaking of, I suggest you make use of the suit while the components are still fresh. That should maximize the protections against that infernal barrier.
Understood, Doctor.
Oh, you are gonna love this.
Well, it's not the prettiest suit I've made, but it'll get the job done. Oh, and if your pet hellhound asks what it's made out of, you might want to change the subject. Heightened senses. Charlie gains 1 resist each turn. Hunter and Charlie attacks have a greatly increased chance to be critical when drawn. Next, let's make the
Farewell. Ugh, Hunter, what is that hideous thing you're wearing?
Hideous? That's harsh, even for you, Sarah.
It, smells. And what is that leathery material it's made of? It looks like it's made from the skin of...
Rabid demon dog? Pretty much terrifies me just looking at it. But if it can get Hunter here through that demonic barrier keeping us out of Banner's lab, I can deal with my existential terror over Strange's creepy meat suit.
Barrier? I thought we discussed this.
Oh, we did, Sarah. We just decided to go another way.
Hunter, we need to talk, and we need to talk now.
Bro.
So, I see you, Stark, Magic, and Nico are heading to Banner's lab, despite my objections.
We are.
But I said no, and I said it loud and clear.
Too bad, you're not in charge.
Well, this is what we have decided to do. Best accept it.
It's not like any of you are giving me much of a choice.
Sarah, I am sorry that this happened this way.
You intentionally ignored my wishes.
We meant you no disrespect, but we all believe this is the right course of action. I know you have heard this before, but you need to trust us.
I can't stop you, can I?
No, you cannot.
Fine. Go back to the lab and get Tony's toy.
Thank you, Sarah.
While you're there, if you happen to encounter Wanda, don't make the mistake of going easy on her. I assure you, she won't hold back on you.
I still believe there is hope for her.
False hope. Listen, I feel Nico and Magic's pain. I do. But we both know purifying corruption is impossible. Wanda is gone. Your only job is to retrieve the accelerator and come back, safe. Do not sacrifice yourself for someone who is beyond saving. You hear me? Well, at least that armor looks as sturdy as it is macabre. It should give you the protection you need. Good luck out there. I hope Tony's accelerator is worth it.
We're gonna keep Defender of the Light. Because we're not summoning in Charlie. That's kind of cool. I think I'm gonna keep the light suit on though. There you go. Light sword, fire sword. That's pretty cool.
Need a pick-me-up?
Crit, but minus resilience.
No rush. I'm functionally immortal. Not that I want to test that. The science is a bit hard to follow. Best if I don't explain it.
Power, but willpower is reduced.
We could all be taking better care of ourselves.
Crit damage.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Fortitude.
Hunter, I do not appreciate being disrespected like this.
What is the problem?
The problem is your new demon child armor. I had ideas on how to improve its design, but neither Stark nor Strange would listen to me. I don't like being ignored.
I am sure they were just busy. Maybe if we talk to them together, they can still implement some of your concepts.
Unfortunately, they already implemented many of my ideas once they worked through the design on their own.
I do not understand. What is the problem?
I wanted the credit.
Bro.
Nice to get some fresh air. Hardly any cobwebs or ghosts out here.
Heal Blade up.
I guess I could show you a couple of things. Good stuff. Simulation.
Sliders deal more damage.
Ready to work?
Yeah, so I did have enough. I'm not gonna upgrade though.
Constant innovation.
Nothing's gonna stop me now.
All right, then.
Okay. Talk to Magic and Caretaker. Also check up on this stuff.
Looking bad?
Okay, we got both of those. Captain America learned that underwater vampire slaying is a whole new ballgame. Those things are pretty buoyant, and the dust spreads in all directions. It took some effort, but now the New Yorker submariners are safe once again. Venom arrived and was led into an underground desert shield facility. Commander Brand led 4 slide presentations about her operations, which encompassed the American Southwest, and provided multiple binders detailing what not to do when interacting with agents under her command. Though Commander Brand has not softened her stance by the time Venom departed, we received a separate message from Deputy Director Maria Hill. Commander Brand asked me to pass along her gratitude. She can be prickly, but she respects those willing to do the work.
See you soon.
Good, 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 good. So now you're gonna get spraying. If target is targeting Captain America, plus 67 damage. And on KO, draw 2 cards. Okay. Again, our spring plus. And dig in. It's either that one or draw a card. Yeah, I don't really want this one. Salvaging a modified ability card removes the mod without destroying the card and grants a small amount of essence. The unmodified card can then be fully salvaged for a larger amount of essence. Modification can be reapplied to any card using the Crucible yet again. Well, I don't want it. Okay. And then Insatiable Hunger Spike Burst. We'll put this Spike Burst on. Applies Bleed. And this is for that. We can upgrade that, I think. Okay. Let me go upgrade those abilities.
Ready for more? Not everyone wants my advice, but they're gonna get it either way.
It's free, but it doesn't give any heroism. That's fine. And shield bounce.
Hydra won't want
Applies
to tussle
weak.
with me now.
Alright.
Peace.
I think we're gonna end it here. Next time we'll pick up, we'll talk to Caretaker and Magic, and probably get inside Banner's lab. Maybe save Wanda. We'll see how that goes. And yeah, that's the plan. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode.